I'm not going to show you useless engagement farming posts, analytics, and statistics of my own or somebody else's manipulated X account and build trust, showing that okay, I can get you to 1,000 followers in under 4 weeks. But this is actually a three-step guide, a three-step system that I have snippeted from my own course, which is the Ultimate X Growth Guide. I have been on X for over 3 years now, and with over 10 million impressions, writing online, and worked with probably hundreds of founders and clients over the globe. And I'll show you a system, I'll show you a process, a framework that me and my clients have used to go from 0 to 1,000 followers in just under 30 days. The first step is to choose 3 content pillars to talk about. See, if you're gonna go very broad, if you're gonna post about everything, you'll attract nobody. What I mean by this is basically if you start posting around a simple niche, a niche like coding, a niche like tech, fitness, or even SaaS, or even just agencies, something like that, you will be able to attract a lot more people because there's consistency. What I mean by consistency is that a lot of people will already know what to expect when you post a piece of content. And when you choose 2 to 3 content pillars, like let's say for me, in this example, for me, it's programming, it's personal branding, and writing online. Whenever I post, my audience has it has a clue that Atharva is going to post something related to coding. It can be something related to writing online. It can be tips on how to build a personal brand. But there's going to be things along those lines only. The second strategy is to be a reply guy. Now, see, this is something that a lot of people talk about on X, and this is like the number one growth strategy on X right now. But a lot of people do this in such a wrong way that they end up getting their X account suspended. I have seen people replying to posts and engaging for over 100, 200 times a day, and what it usually ends up in is their account getting suspended or just getting shadow banned. If you keep leaving mindless comments all day on everybody's X profile and not really networking and building relationships with intention, you're gonna end up there as well. So what do I suggest? My strategy is pretty simple. Choose 3 time slots to engage with people. Like for me, it's 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. at night. What I do in these 3 time slots is that simply set a 15-minute timer where I just have to leave around 10, 15, or maybe let's say if it's possible 20 comments in those 15 minutes. This allows for a structured approach, and you already have a system, you already have a process that you can follow with discipline. To be very, very honest with you, growing on X nowadays is just replying to as many posts as you can and getting that initial engagement up. Now, the third step is to post only once a day. This is a bit different than usual, but let me explain. When you are just starting out as a complete beginner, when you don't know any data points about your content, about let's say what content type works on my profile, what piece of content doesn't work on my profile, it's probably not a very good idea to post a lot of content, because the hours that you spend creating content eventually will go in vain. Why? Because you don't know what works, right? And it's actually a smart move to not really post a lot in the beginning. Just post maybe once or twice a day. I see people giving out advice to post 10 times a day, to post 15 times a day, which is absolute trash because you don't really know what works. Instead, you could spend all of that time, which would go in vain, which would like all the efforts would go in vain if you spend all of that time creating content, and rather invest that into skills that will actually make your content creation process better. Tell me, what would you choose? A guy who knows only how to create content and is posting 10 times a day, or a guy who knows sales, marketing, graphic design, who knows how to talk to people, who knows how to network and only posts once a day or maybe twice a day? The answer is pretty obvious, and this is your roadmap, this is your blueprint to land your first 1,000 followers, to get to your first 1,000 followers in just 30 days. And this was just one of many systems that I've taught in the Ultimate X Growth Guide, by the way, which you can check in from the description below. All right, that's your roadmap to 1,000 followers in 4 weeks under 30 days. And I'll see you in the next one. Let's create more content. Let's get back to work. Let's build more skills and keep getting better daily. All right, see you soon.